So we're sitting here at the Maalaea Beach Bar. Caught up with Randall Rospond.
Roger.
One of the hardest working individuals you meet, let alone a musician. And he's here because he called me today and I said, where can I find you? Because we need to do it now.
Yeah, man.
We're, Randall will be our first video interview for HighwireLive.com, where we'll be featuring him, his music, his products, and right now we're featuring his lovely personality. No, personality. And we'd like to thank Skip for setting us up here today at Beach Bums Bar and Grill, and it's obviously a beautiful place, world-class location,
nice view of
world-class
Maalaea.
surf break. Now we'll talk music. So
sure, bro.
This 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
and since
I was a much younger man
since
then.
the Maui Entertainment guy. Yeah, you look a little,
Yeah, a lot of gray hair.
You're married now too, so
well, that's
much
a good
more
thing. That
sophisticated.
saved me. Yeah,
Absolutely. And so this is when we got together first, September 12th, 2005.
Oh.
And you'd been on the island for 14 years then, so it's 19 years now.
Yeah.
And you just created your first CD.
Oh, yeah.
That was just coming out.
That was true. That was a while back, man.
Right. So in the last 4 years, come a long way.
Yeah, we got a Hillbilly CD, which will be available through you all, and Smokin' CD, if I must say. All the guys on it are beautiful players, and
yeah. Well, for those who aren't familiar with Randall, the Haiku Hillbillies is. It's a name like the Beverly Hillbillies, only the opposite. They are sophisticated people, and you've had quite a few hillbillies now.
There's a lot of
in the
hillbillies.
past 5 years. Very
yeah,
sophisticated.
there's a kind of a
hillbillies.
revolving door. I mean, some
Right.
people are only on island temporarily because
Correct.
they're musicians, so
Correct.
they go back to their home place. Our sax player, Bruce Bogey, goes back to the East Coast. He's there now. When he comes back, our sax guy will be back. Not that if people hire us, we can't get someone who's here.
Well, you're one of those people. You're out there working hard every day,
Yeah.
promoting your band, working. An actual musician who's working and making money from his
Working.
trade on mountain,
Push-ups
working.
on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he does push-ups, sit-ups every morning, a couple hundred, I hear.
It gets out of control. But yeah, we've had a real changing lineup. These days, we've got many variations on the theme, so I find that people will call us for private bookings, and I'll ask them what they're looking for, and that way I can tailor our musicians to their personal.
Right, because pretty much your style can go in every direction. It's a matter of the
I'm just
groove
a
you have
songwriter.
around it.
The songwriter. and the
Now we're
janitor.
into the present, and you see the state of the economy as it exists, and how music is becoming more important all the time.
It is.
And we're back to Maui, perhaps maybe 20 years ago, when it was bringing people together through the music, and you're obviously a big influence in that.
Things have slowed down a lot. I joke with people that I've had to corporately downsize the Hillbillies because we used to go in the bigger venues like Charlie's with like 8 or 9 guys.
Right.
And now people aren't going out as much. They're, I don't know, buying a 6-pack, staying at home and playing a DVD or a CD instead of going out to the bar to see it live because they're not working, they don't have money to spend. So.
Absolutely, that's genius, because that was the creation of HighwireLive.com. So
Come in, and it's like Bob Dylan said, I'll come in and do a little song and dance, and then
we'll have you, man.
people they said, what do you consider, how do you describe yourself? And he's like, I've always considered myself as a song and dance man. And I just thought
Coming
that
to
was
that, but I
classic.
see it also reviving the bar scene and the live
It's a way
music
to
playing
connect
scene, and we've been involved in doing some free jams before, and in our article years ago we talked about a music festival, and things are going that way and bringing people together from the community around music for a cause, and that's what you've always been very. You've been one of those guys who people gravitate towards because you're out there working every day.
Very profile. Running around the island a lot.
Yes, absolutely. However you like to put it. But so what's your favorite current project?
Favorite current project?
Right.
Well, right now we're kind of we're doing 2 different versions, 2 official different versions of the Hillbillies. The
Yeah, you have the Electric Hillbillies.
Yeah, we have the Electric Hillbillies, which is featuring our full-time drummer now, Kerry Softly.
Oh, nice.
And he plays in all versions right now.
Nice.
Although Jimmy Coulter is still involved with us when we have bigger.
So the trailer park's expanding.
It's becoming a big. Keep needing a bigger stage to fit us all. But the Electric Hillbillies have Kerry on drums and Bob Harrison on bass.
Oh, Bob's
a fabulous bass player. Tom Conway on lead guitar, and myself, which allows us to do a little bit more improvised rock, jazzy style, some reggae, some blues. The old school hillbillies, as I'm calling them, the more acoustic-based.
And you mean that in a good way?
I mean that in a good way, yeah. The kind of more traditional style that takes in the banjo. Of course, the focus in that band has always been a bluegrass style, which Rand Kuhn is the crucial part of that.
Absolutely, Rand is a class
unit.
act. Yeah.
And he's playing harmonica, banjo, guitar, singing. No end to the young man's talent.
Absolutely. I mean, he's as a lot of musicians I see here now, they're kind of being reborn. We have. Yeah. I mean, you have perhaps one of the most professional bands too, with Klaus Zimmer. Is he still playing?
Yeah, Klaus plays keyboards with us. Jeff Coolidge plays bass in the acoustic version.
Actually, musicians that have a day job and stuff like that. You know, and it's
we have
a
a
beautiful
variation
mix
on the theme. Yeah,
absolutely. So now that you're expanding into all the different hillbilly 1, 2, 3, 4, it's
it's like Spinal Tap Part 8, the jazz version. Of course, we have a numerous amount of pedal steel guys. Chris Erbacher plays with us. Don McClellan, when he's on island, plays with. He's impeccable, and we've had a lot of people. Variations on the theme, background singers, horns.
Absolutely.
But then, we do hone it down, and Tom Conway and Rand Kuhn and myself are doing a trio. It all depends. I mean, anytime you go to see the Hillbillies, you'll see me and somebody else.
Like Randall and the guys.
Yeah, right, definitely gonna. Yeah, somebody's got to clean up afterwards, so I'm gonna be there.
And this man is a meticulous cleanup artist. I call him the wolf.
Yeah.
Don't mess with his cables.
Yeah, don't touch my cable. Whatever you do.
There's only been one person now, his wife, who you're allowed to assist her.
You're hip on that story.
All right. Yeah, you told me that.
One of the few people who came in, and when I first met her. She asked me, she's like, well, how do I do this then? And I taught her, and so she...
That's why you love her, she asked.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't ask you how old that piece of luggage was that you put you through.
I know. I've had some people before try to totally load my van, and I have to take it all out. Then it's a soap opera,
So you have a big following on the Mana'o show and in Canada and around the world now.
Yeah, if we could get them all together in one venue, that'd be...
Well, that's what we're trying to do. Highwire.
Get them on Highwire. Yeah, we're going to do.
They can, see Randall at any time.
We should do a living room broadcast sometime. It would be interesting.
Okay, I have a lot of work to do. You're in charge of that. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's what it's all about. Unifying the world through the information and making it as personal as possible. And we do truly have the opportunity to do that right now.
You guys have been real helpful to everybody. Like when you had your paper version. And I know Colin's involved with this.
Oh yeah, MauiMagnetic.com, Colin, a sound expert, and we've created a real special to be able to put on live events now, and really do for causes, and really be able to perform it at, different locations.
Well, I like what you did it's the breast cancer benefit you guys did.
Yeah.
Aaron and Mojo Mana.
Well, this is great. Beautiful day in Maui and beautiful conversation here, and pleased to have you as my,
pleasure, Roger.
My honor, and we'll be doing this for every musician on Maui sooner or later. So join the club, as I say, all aboard.
All aboard. Right on. Well, should I play some music here pretty soon?
We'll be fortunate enough to see Randall play some music here, actually, too, because you get him, like any musician, you get him too far from his instrument for too long to get nervous.
I'll keep an eye on him and see them from here.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, well.
Peace be with you.
Aloha.